A deer actually gave birth in front of my house, right in front of this window, and I thought, I'm having a baby in front of this window if I have it at home. So this is where it's all happening.
The main reason that women are choosing to have their babies at home is because they want to have some control over the process. So there have been a lot of changes in our practice since the pandemic started. For one thing, we really went into this because we wanted to do the hands-on, low-tech, high-touch approach to care. We spend a lot of time in our clients' homes, and they come to us for their community care group visits. And then when we go to them for their births, one of the things we've always said jokingly is, you know, you can have anyone you want at your birth. You can have your entire graduating class with you if you like. And now we're saying they can have their partner and really no one else. So it kind of feels like we're taking things away that we've always done. Water birth is now not recommended. And we don't do all the home visits that we used to. We are doing a combination of virtual visits and hands-on visits in our offices. Also, during the birth, we're donning full personal protective equipment, and it really makes us feel a little bit removed from the client. It makes for some very strange birth pictures as well. It's our new normal. People tend to give mostly 3 different reasons for why they're switching to us because of the coronavirus. One is that they're worried that going to the hospital is going to increase their exposure to the virus and possibly get themselves and their baby sick. They're worried that with the surge, by the time they have their baby, that there won't be space for them in the hospital. And then the other is that they're worried that they won't be allowed to have their loved ones with them at their delivery. So the birth that you're about to see was filmed before the coronavirus. So it might look a little bit different now. The costumes might be different, and some of the equipment that we use is different. But the process is essentially the same. A brand new human being is being born into the hands of a midwife and placed in the loving arms of his or her parents.
So I'm all ready with the baby's room. She's the first girl, so we've gotten a lot of presents and stuff, even though it's my second. Like, her closet is full and her drawers are full of clothes. I'm 39 weeks pregnant, and I plan to have a home birth. Like, I plan for it to be hopefully peaceful. I plan to actually give birth in the tub in my living room with the support of my husband and midwives. Before I announced that I was pregnant, a deer actually gave birth in front of my house, right in front of this window, and I thought, I'm having a baby in front of this window if I have it at home. So this is where it's all happening.
I'm gonna fly. You wanna fly like Iron Man? Okay.
I had a 3-year-old, and I had him in a hospital, a conventional birth. I was induced. You know, everything was so medical. I'm laying on a bed, I have monitors, I can't walk. It's almost like the woman has no part in it. Now that I kind of am, going through this pregnancy again, I began to realize that I really didn't like that first experience, and that I wanted to kind of take control of my labor. It's my body, it's my experience, and that I wanted to own it.
Well, a lot of times people ask me why I went from being a choreographer to being a midwife, and my usual answer is that first time I saw a birth, I realized I could never make a dance that good. I think I have a short attention span, and I don't usually stay interested in things for a long time, but I've been a midwife for 21 years and I have never been bored. Hey puppy, hey puppy, hi. It's Vita, come on Vita. Good to see you.
You too. Hey.
So how's everything going?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You feeling impatient yet?
Yeah. I mean, I've been having like a lot of lower back pain, Braxton Hicks. I'll like get up and walk, or after an hour it'll go away and then I don't call. But so it's kind of like nerve-wracking because it's like, how am I going to know?
You'll know because it won't go away.
Right.
Yeah. And you know, what sometimes happens is somebody will think, oh, is this labor? I better call the midwife. And then they call and then it goes away and it turns out not to be labor.
Right.
And so then the next night that happens again.
Yeah.
And it turns out not to be labor. So then the third night when it happens again, they're like, I'm not calling the midwife. This is not real.
Right.
But it is.
Yeah.
So if it crosses your mind to ask yourself, should I call the midwife? The answer is yes, you should call. Okay, so you can just sit back or lie down or... That is a really nice round shape. Hello, little parts. Hey, baby.
That's like a fast heartbeat.
Well, you know, when she moves, she'll cause herself to have a heart rate acceleration,
Right.
which is good. That's a good sign. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, buddy.
How are you, Justin?
Good, how are you? Baby's still in
Still
there?
there.
Still in there? Okay.
Yeah, she's very active. Childbirth is really the last frontier of feminism. When the feminist movement started, it really looked at women, in terms of reproduction, women's right to not have a baby and to decide whether or not they wanted to be a mom. But in the urgency and importance of that issue, they kind of forgot about women who are having babies. And we've just accepted that as this is the way that birth is. And then I began to see women giving birth at home and in birth centers. And I was enlightened into a whole other way of seeing birth where the mom is the locus of control, where her sovereignty is held and preserved by the people taking care of her. And she is seen as the expert in what's going on in her own body.
I think it's very important to develop that relationship before giving birth. So I feel very comfortable. There's the 3 midwives at Mama's Midwives. They kind of get to know you, right? They know my son, they know my dog, my husband, you know. So just something to...
Our team is comprised of me. I'm a full-time midwife and the owner of the business. And then I have 2 midwives working with me, Katie Shannon and Kathy Peacock, who together make up 1.5 positions. And Leslie Hill Jenkins is the glue that holds our practice together. Stuff with insurance and birth certificates, that's all her department. She deals with the paper. Our model of care is, we call it community care, and it's a hybrid of individual visits at the person's home and group visits at our place. It's like, this is when we start talking about, like, how is this actually going to work? How is this birth going to come together at your house? So when people first come to us wanting to have us attend them in their pregnancy and their birth, we do an assessment of their health history and their health status currently, and then that's an ongoing assessment for any risk factors that would indicate that it's not a good idea for them to be outside of a hospital.
So when I was interviewing Mama's midwives, I had questions about, their transfer rate, what the plan of transfer would be, what hospital, do they prefer to transfer to, what if there's an emergency? All of those questions are very important to me and something that I needed to know and feel comfortable with before finalizing a decision.
I would say that every good midwife, when she's on her way to every birth, is rehearsing all the motions that you go through if you have a shoulder dystocia or a hemorrhage or a baby that doesn't come out and breathe right away. We're just going through the motions in our head, preparing for the worst and expecting the best. And 99.9% of the time, you get the best. But that 0.1%, you need to be ready. I know it's hard not to feel like you're, failing in some way or you're defeated in some way, but honestly, I really want you to hang on to the idea that your body's doing exactly what it's supposed to be. It's not doing it on the schedule that somebody else has decided on, but it is doing exactly the right thing. Ooh, your baby's really low.
Yeah, I feel that.
Please call us as soon as you feel like something's changing because your baby's only like this far away from the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I I
It's
feel that
really
when I
low.
walk.
Yeah, you probably feel like you're walking around a bowling ball,
I feel
right?
very uncomfortable when I walk.
Yeah, you're ready. When the baby's ready, then you'll both be ready. This country has the highest infant and maternal mortality rates in the developed world, and only 1% of our births happen at home. So all of those people who are dying, babies and moms, are not dying at home. They're dying in the hospital. And I think it's really important to understand that.
I had a complete breakdown yesterday, so that helped me feel better today, I guess. Like, just like surrender. Like, okay, I have no control over this. I keep saying it and thinking I believe it, but I actually don't think I believed it until yesterday, like for the first time, where I was like, okay, it's gonna happen. There's nothing I can do.
It's really common for women to feel like they're late and that somehow their body is failing them because they haven't had their baby yet. So it's kind of a challenge for the midwife to help them come around to understand the fact that normal human gestation is 37 to 42 weeks, and somebody who's 40 weeks and 5 days pregnant is not late.
So your due date was Saturday, so you're 41 weeks and 2 days today. Any questions or concerns apart from
Oh, yes.
yes?
I mean, I'm definitely concerned about like stillbirth at this point, right? Like,
Your fetal movement counts are the best indicator that your baby is doing
but
just fine.
I mean, I could have like my fetal movement counts. I do them at night, right? So I think like, I don't feel a lot of movement, for instance, like today so far, right? So it's like I feel her move at night, but I don't feel her move the whole entire day sometimes. And then I wonder, there's a point where it, like, if it were to happen, something were to happen that was wrong, it would happen at some point during the day.
Let's listen to baby and do the auscultation and acceleration test and just make sure that baby's doing fine. And then,
You know, when I first was introduced to midwifery, I thought, well, home birth is really beautiful, but it seemed like we were trading medicine for folk art, and that I had this impression that I think many people have, that home birth midwives come to your house and sprinkle you with herbs and hope for the best, when actually home birth midwives are practicing state-of-the-art maternity care where they're combining modern healthcare knowledge and supplies and equipment with that TLC of traditional midwifery, and it's a magical combination because it yields amazing results.
perfect.
Do you want the baby to come out?
Let's schedule.
C-section?
No, we're not scheduling. we don't do those in the home. We're monitoring you very closely, but just that you're pregnant at 41 and 2, it's not a problem. It's normal if women are allowed to go naturally.
Yeah. I hear you, but I challenge you. Second time mom. Not Caucasian. They say Caucasian women gestate longer. So I thought, okay, well, I've got that going for me for once. Nothing.
It's just that your baby's not ready yet.
I know.
It's not a problem.
I know, and I'm really mad at her.
You can talk to her all you want when she comes out.
She better be cute.
She will be.
Let your breath come. Let your breath help you. Send it right down into where it hurts. Breathe right down into there. That's your last little bit of cervix going away.
I am trying to be super cool and calm because that's what she asked me to do like 150 times. And tonight's the night.
Baby's ROA.
I can't.
You can. Yes, you can. You're doing it, Gina.
Are things happening?
Yes, yes. Let your legs be open so the baby
Ah!
has space. Yeah, that's baby moving down.
Ah! Is she coming? No.
We can't see anything yet, but
making
I can hear her coming down.
I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. Yeah,
Exactly how she comes down.
don't apologize for being perfect.
Yeah. You got it.
You're gonna have a baby in your arms really soon.
Okay, is anything happening?
Yeah.
Your baby's moving right down. Are we sure?
Certainly seems that way.
I know, but what if I'm just being dramatic?
Still got jokes.
You are doing a great job.
Ah! Ah!
In 30s.
Sounds good, Gina.
There you go.
Oh my God, she's coming, she's coming.
Okay,
Catch her.
you've got her. Okay. That's it.
Oh!
Here she comes.
Ow!
Reach down and
Oh my God!
Yes. She is. Perfect. You got it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Turn her head so she can breathe. Good job.
I got it. Oh, it's okay to be here. Come over here, Dad.
Oh my God!
You got it?
Oh baby! Oh baby girl! Oh sweet! Oh my God! Oh, I can't believe I did that.
You did it.
Oh my God! Oh my God, I did that!
You don't get it on baby's face.
1 minute.
Oh!
Definite mind for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Oh my God, I did that!
You did.
I feel like it was never gonna happen.
Yep.
And it just popped out. She just popped out.
You worked it.
You did it.
You did a lot of work to get there.
Oh my goodness. I want to see her face, but I'm scared to pull the placenta.
You know what? If you have the energy, if we could help you get up, your whole job is just to hang on to the baby, and we're gonna help you get up. Okay?
Hi, you stubborn girl.
Let's get you to
She
the
have
couch.
mucus coming out.
There's a saying that peace on earth begins with birth, and I really think that that's true, that the way you come into the world is important.
Hi, sweetie pie. But we did it. She's nursing.
until it feels totally normal.
To see the process like unfold naturally was just amazing. You can't do anything but just be there and support and try your best not to talk and follow the instructions you were given. But she was so amazing, and I knew she would be, but when you see it happen, I don't know. It's something.
Oh, she's 8 even.
Yeah.
8 exactly. All right, 8 pounds, 0 ounces.
Thank you so much, everyone.
You did great. I'm so proud of you. You were so patient and you waited until your body was ready.
Thank you so much. You were great.
Oh yeah, you're very welcome.
All right, troops out.
I'm in shock still, but I feel great. Like I feel great. I did not feel like this with my hospital birth. This time, it hurt like crazy, but I did it. But I did it. Like, but look at her. She's alert. She's nursing, cause she was born when she was ready. Cause she was born when she was
I feel like she's gonna start talking soon.
Smile. Yeah. Ah.
Well, hello, little buddy.
Hi. Good. How are you?
Great.
Thank you.
Hi. How's life with 2 kids?
Twice as fun.
So, thinking back on 6 weeks ago, it just seems so long ago.
It does seem so long
When
ago.
you think about the birth, what are your thoughts?
Looking back on that moment where, I was kind of like huddled in pain, and then all of a sudden feeling this moment of, I've got this.
You're gonna do it.
I'm in complete control right now. It's all me, and I turned around on all fours and pushed, and then she came. That, and looking back on that, it's just like incredibly empowering, right? Like I did it. I did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
So I often wish I could have a few contractions for the person, but no, it's all you.
No, you don't.
This is your last home visit for this pregnancy.
Thank you, Mari.
Thank you for choosing us to go on your journey with you.
She says thank you too.
No, so sweet.
What do you think about having a sister?
I like this baby.
You like this baby? Oh, okay. There we go. That was a good answer.
She's happy at you.
She's happy at me.
Oh, yeah. She's a baby.
Yeah, look at that smile. Yeah.